I done had too many come around and change on me. She screaming, please don't waste my time. I say I totally agree.
No time. They say I totally agree. Ain't got no time for that. Man, these whole ass YouTubers, man. Hello. Hello, hey, Chrissy. Man, I had to take all them damn moderators away again, man. I don't know what the fuck is going on. This shit is out of control, man. Hey, guys. Man, the motherfucking, they swatted me today. They got me. They swatted me. Yeah, police came, tactical everything. Yeah. I'm sick of this shit, man. I am sick of this shit. Man, I can't. It's getting to the point where I really can't do shit without these people calling somebody on me, man. It was about 12:30. I was getting ready to lay my son down. We were laying in the bed. Next thing you know, ding dong. I look out the window. Man, it's cops all over outside, man. I'm like, what the fuck? So I walked out the door and was like, what is going on? And they're like, yeah, you know, are you such and such? I'm like, yeah. I said, before I even started, I'm like, I'm a YouTuber. And they're like, yeah, we know. They said, somebody called us saying that you've been threatening to shoot people online. I said, did they show you where? Did they show you what video? They're like, no. I'm like, man, I'm really getting sick of this shit. You mean to tell me somebody can just call and say somebody else is trying to threaten to shoot people online, and that's enough to send a fucking all the police with all the SWAT shit on? I'm not gonna tell you they came in no fucking SWAT vehicle. I'm gonna tell you they came in a bunch of separate vehicles. Right? I'm like, man. I don't know. I really just feel like this community is just, it's not a place for anybody to be at, especially if you support due process and if you believe in innocence before guilt, no matter what someone's past. You know that, you guys know the fucking story. Man, I've had the police called on me more than the Wells have. Fuck you mean? This shit is insane, man. I just, you start to ask yourself when you're looking at all these fucking police again, for I don't even know how many times. You're looking at these fucking police and you're like, man, this shit is not worth it, man. Like, at what personal cost? You know what I mean? Like, and so you start to look at the whole thing, and unfortunately, you want to know what comes into play is the monetization. You're like, you know what, man? Shit, I promise you, of all the people on the web right now, I could call the Wells on a live and say, hey, would you have a problem with me monetizing my channel so that I can continue to do what I'm doing, but there be some sort of monetary benefit? Because I mean, at some point, if I keep on doing this shit, I'm gonna need a real life attorney. I'm gonna need a civil attorney. I'm gonna need some shit. And it's like, man, I can't accrue the costs of no attorney to keep doing this. Like, that's silly, right? Like, continue to push yourself into situations where people push back. And I'll tell you who I believe it was. I believe it was JLR. As soon as I put his dookie booty underwear on the fucking internet, it's been on there for 9 fucking years already. As soon as I play with it on the internet, this fool calls the law. Yeah, I took my son back. I was like, man, fuck this shit. Right? Like, I don't know what kind. And let me tell you what, man. Monday is the memorial for my sister. Monday is. So, this shit is out of control. All the way out of control. You want to be helpful, but to be helpful, you got to worry about the police coming all the time. And you want to know what? There was two that hung around afterwards. After they all saw everything was cool, they're like, all right, we're out of here. Man, don't you know the 2 cops that hung behind? It was a really, really nice and beautiful police lady. And I'm like, ma'am, sir, look, go look on the back of my car. And they're like, oh, we saw it. It's some website. And I'm like, yeah, findsummerwells.com. I said, go to the website. Look on the website. You'll see me and the people that help this family all over this damn website. And it just, man, it's too much. It's way too much. I want to remain helpful. I want to remain helpful. But man, it's too much. And then, of course, I got my little son with me. And he sees what's going on. He's like, Daddy, why are the police here? What do you tell them, right? You almost from the jump have to lie to him immediately. Like, oh, son, they're at the wrong house. Or, I didn't tell him anything. But he's like, Daddy, why are the police here? What do you tell him? More YouTube stuff, son. Sorry, I just can't stop. Right? Shit, man. And that's what they want. They want you to stop. And so then you got this ego thing and you're like, shit, man, if I stop, they win. But if I keep going, they win. I mean, it's not about, the win now isn't about bringing Summer home. The win is about getting Benny to stop. It's about getting Benny to stop. The only saving grace, I mean, I don't know why I keep coming here and saying this shit, like the thing with the dog. And I guess it's like, it wasn't until today, I asked the police, I'm like, do y'all's scanner come up publicly? And he said, no, our scanner is on a tactical band, which means it's not available on any scanner apps. And I said, well, this was done so that somebody could record the scanner call and then put it online. And the other thing that hit my mind was like, oh, yeah, I've been going hard on Cher. Cher was listening to the fucking scanner the other day. And I texted her and I was like, that's really cute. You don't never listen to the scanner. I almost think you were listening to the scanner because you were expecting to hear something you knew was coming. Ah, shit. And now today, fucking police at my house, man. I can't, man. Can't keep doing it. It's Brad. I mean, you start sounding crazy when you try to figure out who the people that it could be. Brad, Lizzie, Kimmy Craig. You know, like everyone in the world that, everyone in the world that is just trying to pull you away from doing this. Bullhorn Betty, Molly Golightly, Jays for Justice. Like, this is the shit they all do. Right? Man. What I need is a lawyer. Right? I can't waste all this time fucking with these people and these this is what happens. Everyone's like, hey, you need to strike these people that are, yeah, no, that's cool. Strike the channel. Strike their channels down. Yeah, right? As soon as you do that, it causes more problems. Because a lot of subscribers and commenters, they don't understand that as soon as you put a strike on somebody's page, channel, it gives them your information. Now, my channel has H's dad, he struck my channel 3 days ago. So then I did a counter notification and I won. But when you do a counter notification, it sends all and I know for sure many other people do too. But like, what was the point of that? What was the whole point? I'll tell you what the point was. The point was to get me right here tonight where I'm debating on whether or not to even fucking ever do this shit again. Sincerely. Like, fuck, man. For what? Right? Like 7 months. Well, 5.5 months, basically. Been doing this shit and dealing with CPS. Fucking police after police after police. Man, fuck this shit, man. Fuck this shit. It's these fucking losers. All they do is video record each other's videos and slap ass and talk shit. And I'm like, man, these motherfuckers, man, they're not shit. It's all these same motherfuckers that let's say this case closes and it's not the way they thought it was gonna close. They're gonna look like, they're gonna act like they lost. They're gonna act like if the person they think did this doesn't go to jail, then there's no win. The win is in bringing Summer home. That's the fucking win. The win isn't if we can get Benny off the tube, because let me tell you what, when Benny goes away, it'll be somebody else with big kahunas, just like me, that'll step up there and put all this shit back into focus. Fucking sick of this YouTube. You can't do nothing on this motherfucker, man. Man, I'm sick of this shit. I'm for real sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit. I gotta go through this shit. I guarantee you whoever called the police on me has a monetized channel. Guaranteed. Yeah. Hell yeah. And you know what? This fucking YouTube is so stupid. As soon as they can't fucking hear you, they leave. Man, this YouTube is bullshit. I hate this. I loathe this fucking YouTube. I hate this fucking YouTube like I hate the devil. Just like I hate the fucking devil. I swear, man. Said I was threatening to shoot people online. Looking ass. Sick of this shit. smoke 1,800 CBDs a day. They don't grow enough CBD to put up with all this shit. I could have gotten shot, you're damn right, because I was not in a happy mood when they came. Yeah. My folks, they're not impressed at all either. They're like, Benjamin, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. You can't be doing, we know you're trying to help, but man, if this kind of help brings this kind of problem, like, you can't do it here. And I agreed. I was like, yeah, no, I understand. Like, fuck no, I can't do it here, because me doing it here puts everybody at risk. You know what I mean? Like, everybody. And they've been, you know, my folks been very, very, you know, they've been very gracious to allow me to continue on doing this stuff. And at some point, I got to stop putting other people in the way of it. Right? At some point, you got to stop putting other people. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I refuse to keep putting my people in the way of YouTuber bringing police and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to, I can't. Right? Like, I cannot have that happen anymore. Not because it's not cool or because it's stupid, but because someone could get hurt. You know, you send the police around somebody's house for some dumb shit, somebody get hurt, man. You know? It'll always be me getting hurt too. Let's make sure that's on the record. No police are gonna come swat Benny and get hurt. They'll come swat Benny and Benny will get hurt. You know? Look at the fucking TV. It happens every day. But you know what? There's some people here that you know what I mean? They didn't have their real life feelings hurt looking ass. Right? Got their real life feelings hurt. And because they got their real life feelings hurt, they're like, oh, let's terrorize this man. Let's terrorize him. Yeah. Fucking terrorize families, terrorize victims you don't think are victims. You make suspects out of victims. You make victims out of suspects. This fucking place is, man, ain't none of you motherfuckers helping shit. Nothing. Bunch of egomania driven people who just they don't even want you to hear their voice. They just want to hear their own voice. That's all. That's it. They just want to hear their own voice. And the fact is, somebody could get even just, I don't know how long of a momentary gratification you get from that. I'm assuming, like, if it happened around 12:30, like, by this time tonight, like, you're probably already thinking of what's the next thing you can do, because that dopamine release ran out. And it's funny that we're going to get to that part right now. I've talked about the dopamine release. And we've come to realize that when you do something good, and it should render you an adrenaline boost, and a positive, like, imagine going to ride a roller coaster, or, something positive. That adrenaline, that measured adrenaline that you will get, clearly, I am not any sort of MD or any neurosurgeon, but clearly by watching the fucking community, you can tell that people get a bigger dopamine dump from doing negative shit than they ever get doing positive shit. Because if that were the case, everyone would be doing positive things to get the positive level of dopamine boost. Because that's what this is all about, is dopamine boost. If you're a subscriber and you're on the wrong fucking side of this thing, or you could be an absolute extremist for due process. There's extremism on both poles. But I tell you what, man. Yes, Kelly. It's not really hard, is it? To sort of figure out just by looking, you can see what these people are doing and why they're doing it, right? Ha ha ha. Guess it could have been Luca Vega with his idiot ass. That's... Yeah, the cancel culture is out of control, man. Luca's a sodomite, too. Yeah. It don't make no sense, man. Thank you, KCK. You know what? This is the thing. If you punish someone that does shit like that, you know what you do? You make them a more dangerous weapon the next time. Petty, I can, yeah. 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 I can. Cher is a piece of shit. Cher has opened the door to her addiction again with this fucking mouth situation, because her go-to thing is fucking opioids. So, I mean, that's sort of like, I'm not going to compete with no fucking pillhead from fucking Canada who has her old man all twisted up around the axle too. Like, these people are fucking gross. Cher is fucking gross. Jays for Justice is gross. Like, fuck these people, man. Sheridan ran through every man in the United States and moved on to Canada. Yeah, Theo. Yeah. No, they're not dangerous. I mean, they're dangerous. Like, you seen me standing in front of that man in Tennessee. He didn't say not a word. But he's got all kind of shit to say when he's in front of them women, don't he? Same as Ernie Shell, man. Y'all got a lot to say to them women. Ain't got nothing to say to a grown-ass man like me. Shit. Nikki, man, I ain't been close to Cher since she been close to her kids, looking ass. The bitch will talk shit about anybody in the fucking world to get a view. Her old man, her kids, fucking her baby's daddy, her sister. Look at Cher's life. It's always somebody else's fault. Felony animal cruelty charges, but oh, it's somebody else's fault. Well, let me tell you what, when you got animals and you leave them, it's your fault, looking ass. Yeah, fuck Cher. Ernie had someone call on him today. I bet it was, fuck yeah, he would only do that to him. Is she an American citizen? Who gives a fuck? No offense to you, Isaiah, but fuck that bitch. You know what's fucked up? You're right. I gotta do what's right for my family. But guess what? Summer Wells is my fucking family now. You're right, Susie. She will. She will twist it around and, oh, look what Don did to me, looking ass. Izzy. You know what? Don's grown. Don's grown. Don can do what he wants to do, man. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you, Marge. Thank you so much, Miss Gunderson. Hey, Rage. You know, it's like I want to monetize now after all of this, but it's like still I want to hold true to the promise to myself that I wasn't going to do that. But it's like, at what point do you look like an idiot for keep doing these things that are damaging to you only, right? They're only damaging to you, right? Yes, Mr. Joe, yes. Or Miss Joe, yes. He's doing well. Crime time grime. I already know, sweetie. That was Don. He was like, bro, I just cussed Cher out. This is what he told me. He was like, I told Cher I lost all respect for her except for the stuff with her dad. And I'm like, yeah, dude, for sure. She was so high and it was blatant. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Trixie. None of those names have ever had a SWAT team or a CPS or nothing, not even an Uber delivery. Now Cher is crying. Good. You fucking skank. Shut up, Cher. You skank. She's talked shit about her old fucking man for 30 fucking years. 10 of it online. Talking about how he's a piece of shit and used to let people SA her and all kinds of shit. And now he comes back around and she's fucking using him for a view and money. Let me tell you what, Cher, you fucking skank. You created all of this. Cry us a fucking river, you skank. You fucking started this. You fucking started this, you skanky fucking woman, you. Cher's nasty as fuck. Fuck yes, she is. Fucking greasy motherfucker. Fucking skank. Your old man, he don't even know any better. I'm guessing there ain't no fucking skanks in Canada. You gotta bring one from the lower 48 looking ass. You fucking skank. Yeah, man. Between me and AF, cracking cases, Boy, they done fucked us all up, haven't they? Her old man won't want her now that she has teeth. Oh, shit. Thinks she's pulling it off looking ass. Fucking right. Skank ass Cher. Like you have the right to ever cry during this case again. I see you looking with your looking ass. Yeah, she got herself a new pair of teeth off the back of this case. Peggy LaCroix. Man, this is some bullshit all these fucking losers would do. Some bullshit all them fucking losers would do. Probably some shit Brad with Sean did with his loser fucking ass. Yeah, Cher is irrelevant and she can't fucking stand it. Skanky fucking beanpole motherfucker, you. You want to know what, Mel? Guess what? Don Wells has a problem with Cher all on his own. But I'd say he definitely has a problem with her tonight on behalf of me. It's fucking disgusting. I bet she smells like butt crack and corn chips like the others. Yep. Where's Brandy? Brandy Bradford. Sister from another mister. I agree, Jitterbug. Yeah, Cher's drain scum. For fuck's sake, she is. Yep. Yep. There she is. Okay, I was just making sure you had the wrench, love. Thank you. Where's Jody Sue? Who gives a fuck? Wherever she's at, I hope she fucking stays there. Right? Like, fucking stay there. Shut your fuck. Yeah, bottom of the barrel kind of shit. Thank you, Miss Hilton. Mark says she's toothy now. She used to just be cheeky. I'm sick of this shit, man. Like, Susie, don't trip with the wrench. That's all I'm saying. Nobody trip with the wrench, but relocating with the help of Doug. That's good. That's good. That's fucking whatever it is, right? But you sorry fucking YouTube motherfuckers, look here. What I need is this. I need access. I wonder if she got the prison grill, the super big teeth, one size fits all. Don't summon the Sue. I'm glad Donnie told that skank off too. And you know what? You're a skank lover, Mr. Cher. You never fought for your own masculinity, and you just let that American bulldog come up here and just gum you out of your masculinity, bro. Real shit. And the only fucking time we seen you pulling your masculinity out that bitch's right robe pocket looking ass is when you hollered and pushed her on the fucking line, bro. Man, that ain't how you do it either, looking ass. Sheets corn through a picket fence now. Yeah, looking ass. He's the voice behind her wall looking ass now. He's locked up in prison. You know what I'm saying? She got control of all this shit, but man, fuck them motherfuckers, man. Look here. I'm sitting here going through it. I'm sitting here going through it. And what I realize is this. Cher's too much like a boy. She don't carry no purse. You can't stop me. You will never stop me from doing this. Never, ever in a day. Never, ever in a day. You can't. You can't make me stop. You can get me in my feelings. You can get me upset. But you have no effect on my life other than just a little momentary irritant. I'll never be in your life. So stay out of mine. How about that? Yeah. I don't need anything from whoever you are. You know who you are looking as. You understand me? You can never stop me. I'm gonna go so hard in the yard now. Oh boy. Get ready for a campaign like you've never seen before. Fuck Cher, she's a skank. Got some info. Trisha's going around telling people in her personal chat that Summer is with the TBI. Do you believe her? Let me ask you that. Do you believe her? Tell me you believe her. Tell me. Thank you, Joni. Thank you, Kara. You're not gonna stop me. Never. Never, ever. Whisper. Shut up. Shut up, Cher. Shut up, Cher. Shut up, Cher. Thank you, Nanya. I tell you what, man, you don't want me to play like that. I promise you. Sorry. I promise you, you don't want me to play like that. I promise you. I promise you. You don't want that from me. You don't want that from me. Do you want to know how hard in the yard I can go? All above the board. Ooh. I'm already a problem, ain't I? Ain't I, man? Ain't it, man? I'm a problem. I'm a problem right now. Man, you think if I don't just turn the fucking temp up on the grease and get it to start a popping, man, what do you think I can make happen looking now? You know I make something happen. You gotta stop this shit. Man, look. What do I need? Well, I'm guessing what I need is to be very quiet about what I do next. Looking at. Let me tell you. For you to do that is beyond the Call of Duty. You never ever had to get that involved in anybody's real life. But let me tell you what you've done now. You most certainly got involved with the Wells' real life. And now you most certainly got involved in my real life. That's right. You never let the left hand know what the right one's doing. Let me tell you what. I really just wanted to come here and do my business like I've been doing it for so long. I've been doing it this way for a long time, and I haven't been messing with nobody. In fact, what I've been trying to do is keep you from doing this to them. You know what? I forgot for a minute. This is what I'm supposed to do. You're supposed to be doing this to me, not them. I forgot. I forgot. I did. I got in my feeling. No, I said it right. My feeling. I got one left. I got one feeling left. And you put me on it. You put me in it. Right? So, turnabout's fair play. Fair exchange ain't highway robbery. Oh boy. See, what happens when you get a dose of the medicine? The medicine. The same thing you gave me. What happens when you get it back? Yeah. So, the other thing that you've showed me inadvertently is that the work that I'm doing is getting to you. When you have nothing left you can do, and you gotta pull that out of the bag, that's the white flag. got me real irritated, but I'ma live. I'ma live. You watch. You watch. This part wasn't none of your business either. See, it is some parts to this that could be your business. I mean, that's the freedom of speech. Ooh. So, you became uncomfortable and too large for the confines of your First Amendment. Is that what you've done? You've become too big for the little box that you put yourself in. And now you've created a situation you can't uncreate. I would say this. I would say, if you are aligned with whoever did this, your best bet would be to come and point them out. I'll tell you why. Because if you don't point them out, I'm gonna go hard on the yard on everybody again. Ooh, I promise you, hard in the yard on every one of them again. Ooh, and I mean, open up a whole new bag. A whole new bag. You want to know what? I want nobody to take credit for it. I'd rather run back through the whole thing like I already done already. See, I was gonna be quiet. I was gonna lay back. Oh no. Oh no. You know, that's the thing, Izzy. You don't have to do much, right? When you're a guy like me, when you do the things I do, let me tell you what. I don't do anything but what I want. I do what I want. The rest do what they can. The rest do what they can. Or what I allow them. Marlena, who would I be trying to scare? Marlena's had a thing for me for over a year now. See, that's the thing. They're so used to me screaming, right? Why they gotta try to offend me when I'm quiet? Yeah, because they put lights on the inside of the police car. Kira. Marlena. That's the thing. There's no room for growth here. What they want is they want you to remain the same or decline. Right? They want you to digress. Right? Yeah, that was real nice of him, wasn't it? Go on out. Go on out. I'm tired of this shit. These people. They're miserable in their own life. How can they fix someone else's life? Huh? How are you gonna fix someone else's life? Like I took some money. Like I took a child. All I've tried to do was the same thing I would do for Ernie Shell's family, or J is for Justice's family, even Cher's family, No Thanks family, Missing But Not Forgotten's family. I would do this same thing for their family. I would do the same thing for your family. Remember that. You would say right now, oh, I would never want that scumbag's help. I bet you say something different if the situation were on the other foot, right? Oh boy, you would want somebody like me. You would need somebody like me. You couldn't find somebody in the world to do what I could do for your family for free. For free. Right? Yeah. Sometimes you gotta be a monster. I want to say, like, what did Don and Candace do to you? What did Don and Candace do to you? Well, it's not what they did. It's what they did to their daughter. What did they do to their daughter? Can you please figure it out? Hurry and figure it out. Hurry and figure it out. Let's stop the hemorrhaging. Let's stop the bleeding, right? Please. Oh, man. You know what I was thinking about the other day? I was like, you know what? I was just imagining Summer coming back to her family. I just was imagining it. And you know what immediately comes with that feeling and that thought for me? Man, don't you know? It's a very high probability that if Summer comes back home to Don and Candace, one of you weirdos will try to take her again. Thank you, hair gal. Right? It's gonna be one of you weirdos out here who thinks that's your daughter now. Get rid of that person. Immediately get rid of that motherfucker. I don't know who the fuck you think you are, looking ass. Somebody will come and try to take that baby. You watch. Juanita, the fortune teller. Brad, the shoe salesman. Billboard arranger. One of you motherfuckers will come down there and think you can do better than Don and Candace and take that fucking child again. Yeah. It's too many of I've seen out here. There's some crazy women out here like Ernie. For instance, I saw this the other day. Ernie, go find that baby and bring her to me looking ass. I saw it with my own eyes. I seen it. Ernie, go find this baby and bring her to me. Dane, apparently you want to convince us you're the police looking ass. This thing is deteriorating. Look around you. I played around one time and said I got hacked, and then, oh boy, the whole community's hacked now. Why is it everyone's hacking everyone but ain't hacking me looking ass? How come they ain't hacking my Cash App or my PayPal? How come? Just everybody else. Just y'all, not me. Kind of weird, right? Oh boy. Attention, they just want attention. Don't you think Summer needs the attention? Right? Tell me, does she need the attention? Or does Molly Golightly need the attention? Oh man. Attention is key, right? That's what that's what we're here for. We want to get the attention while we look like we're given the attention, right? Oh boy. Ay, chinga. Let me tell you what. I videoed the whole thing today. And I was going to put it online, and I thought, you know what? I'm not going to do that. Because they were professional. They came, they knocked on the door, they stood back. You know what I mean? We talked for a while, and I discussed with them that this is an ongoing thing with the YouTube. And every law enforcement officer, they're always like, they have the same question. They're like, you ever thought about stopping? And I looked at him and I was like, well, nobody's trying to kill me yet. I said, you ever thought about stopping your job? It's people trying to kill you. Every day you get out of that car, you never know what you're going to walk into. You ever thought about quitting? You get paid for it too. I do this for free. I do it for free. I do it because I want everyone else that's watching this stuff to find the real takeaway from it. It isn't JLR and his shitty panties. It's not Molly Golightly and her fake fax cards. That's the things that I do to humiliate the people that are humiliating this girl. Seriously. But in the meantime, the takeaway, you don't cherry pick, right? Everyone wants to cherry pick the things that Benny does that are salacious in a way that it meets their negativity dopamine release to talk about it, to mention it. But never the good things. They never say, oh, Benny, fucking A, Benny. Fucking A, Benny. No, I don't need that. I don't desire that. Let me tell you what, man. This is the strangest shit. Jody Sue, Fred Hill, Frank Light, Andy Bernard, Buggy, right? Run out of fingers, right? Dudley A. John, Mr. Tucker, Ronnie Lawson, Summer Wells, Don and Candace Wells, Josie, Wyatt Whalen, all the pieces, Gary Merkos, TBI, FBI, Hawkins County, private investigators, cracking cases, Benny Keys, search dogs, infrared cameras, heat signatures, divers, drones, footprints, milk jugs, Skyline News yesterday. Trace Labs. No thanks. A.B. Benny. Crime Stories Emma. It's nasty. What I mean is nasty is just the disorganization, the random, you know what this missing but forgotten lady, she said earlier, she said I was trying to sell Summer's shoe. I was trying to sell her shoe. Look right there. FindSummerWells.com. Got her picture right there. You guys ever seen the news? Keep it with me, man. Protesting at the job. Interview dinners. Land that hasn't been searched. Neighbors that haven't been polygraphed. Relocation fees. Maintaining drug houses. $10 to £80. Narcopaths. Drug addicts. Alcoholics. Trespassing. Filming girls in churches. Man. Sandman, airplanes. Love letters, India. California. 2012 gravestone. Jenna Kayakova, whatever her name is. SDA. Robin Lane. Ex-law enforcement's neighbors pull up, they say. They got tips. It's going to be handled soon. We all know they're involved. Ronnie Lawson said so. Ronnie Lawson says it's a very real possibility that she wandered away and became lost in the mountainous terrain surrounding her house. Don thinks she's abducted. Hawkins County said she wandered away one way. The feds said she went down the hill and then stopped at the road. Mary, Jeannie, Trisha. Mary's got a cooking channel now. Don Wells has one for his daughter. There's a website. There's pictures. There's flyers. The number on the billboard went to Tim Mullen's phone, but it didn't. 1-800-TBI-FIND. Churchill Search and rescue, missing 78 grand. Ronnie lost another term, uncontested. It's already been projected. Drywall, sheetrock, mud and tape. Maybe barefooted, gray sweatpants. Warrior part, secondary drowning. H, Andrew, Allie, Sherry. Oh. Flare guns, puppies, gone too early. Ziggy found us all a pile of bones. Candace just took all the puppies to the church. They're gonna find them all homes. Yeah, he was there. You know what? I'm no different than the rest of them. I'm no different. I'm just on this side, right? I mean, it's not as if I came running to save anybody from this situation. I was already here. Meaning that I was already in the same personality type of other people that are here, but are very toxic. Oh, the toxicity. Superior enablism. Man, this is way over everybody's head. Way over. You can't imagine. Every day, 7 months. Try to go to work. Make it make sense. Try to come home after drywalling all day and not have a drink. Have a drink, but then try not to get on the internet. Get on the internet and then try not to get persecuted, and then go to sleep and wake up and try to do it all over again. Meanwhile, you've never looked at anything on YouTube except for AC/DC or a little new breed, and next thing you know, you've got 20,000 people, ex-cops, lying FBI agents, everybody coming at you, wanting to help, and as soon as you talk, they turn and try to burn you down. They try to burn you down. You know, I think in any time other than this last decade, when something like this would happen, people would circle the wagons around the family. It would be much like what it looks like inside the church community for them. That's what the whole community would look like. But it's tainted, it's polluted, it's tarnished with the reach of the YouTube. It's people in Tennessee that can't reach a lot of things in regular life, but some kind of way they can reach the guts, the bowels of this situation. You know, I know that people say you can use Summer's avatar as your picture and this, that, and the third, but you want to know what? It bothers me. It bothers me in a really bad way, because you're putting this little girl's face on a profile attached to your opinion, your nasty opinion, and you want to make it fact. What if I am wrong? There is no wrong for me, right? There's no wrong for me. The wrong would be saying that they did it, and then it was proven that they didn't. But when you err on the side of every good red-blooded American in due process and innocence before guilt, with a profile name like When Evil Entered, when you fart, you stand alone, my friend. You are an idiot. A fucking idiot. I err on the side of the police looking ass. You dig? There's some real dumbasses out here, man. And you motherfuckers, you got the availability to come here and do damage. Yeah, Bullhorn terrorized Crude and his family. Keep Frank Wolf in your prayers. Frank's a good dude. So much damage has been done. Holy shit. Does it matter if it's the real Don Wells? Does it matter if it's the real Don Wells? I'm not being ugly, I'm just saying it don't even matter. It don't matter at all. Look at Sissy. I met Sissy 5.5 months ago. Don said, hey, call this lady, her name is Sissy, and I call her, and Sissy seemed like a pretty stable woman, other than the fact that she tried to make Candace guilty to Don. So I reach out to her, and Sissy was living life in a bad way. Financially, she was just tilted upside down, nothing coming in, scrounging for cigarette money. And now look at her. That was Don and Candace. They said they love all of you. You know, it's taken a lot of hard work. It's taken a lot of hard work in the beginning. Maybe 1 or 2 people a day would email or text or whatever and say, you know what, you're right. This is America. It's innocence before guilt. Now, it's by the hundreds. Every day. Dozens and dozens and dozens of people, they come over and they're like, Benny, we don't like everything you do. Let me tell you what, I don't like everything I find myself doing either. I'm on the phone, Candy. I'm not on my computer. If you call, it stops the stream. By the hundreds, they've come over and they've said, Benny, I apologize. Most of them go so far as to say, I apologize for things I said to you, Benny, and most of the time I never even saw it. They held that on their chest. And when it got real around here, you want to know what? Their heart turned. Right? Man. They've tried everything to break all of us. Even the news put Don's number out the other day. The news reported some shit that's created this fumble fuck. And then they'll try to do something later on to offset that. It's always going to be back and forth until that little girl comes home. You know? I think most of the things that we overstep our boundaries in, they're not rights. It's not a right to do this. It's a privilege. It should be a privilege, right? Man. If you're watching, you can call them every day. Every day. I encourage you to call them every day. Keep going. I love you guys. Of course, I do have the right. Yep. Absolutely. I could have found out right then. But I elected not to. I want whoever did it to claim responsibility. If they don't, I'm gonna go up there and find out. I hope your life is as tight as mine when I find out. I promise you. I promise you. Thank you, Don. I love you guys. So, I carry some guilt. I carry some guilt for not being in Tennessee the last time. So, I do believe that I'm going to try and make that trip. If they're gonna make the trip for Don's court, then I think I'm gonna make the trip too. He deserves that, right? Due process deserves that. Now, I hate that drive, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Thing is when I come, things will really get done, man. Things will really get done. You know, I can decide tomorrow. I mean, shoot, I'm in the car now. I turn this fucker to the east in a minute. I don't think you want that. You don't want that. I really kind of want that. Man, I don't want to. I want to go see my friends. You know, it's almost impossible to be close to the wells and not watch what they go through daily. And have love for them, man, because it's the real human spirit. It's the real human spirit that outlasts hate, spite, malice, perjury, all of the assaults that have been portrayed on this family. Man, on me. Man. What do you want to go to court for? I wouldn't do that. That probation officer is aware that you recorded him in that office without his knowledge. I wouldn't worry about going there. I wouldn't. In fact, I dare you, looking ass. I dare you. You understand? I dare you. I dare you to go there and fuck with that man when he is standing before the court. When he's standing before the court, about to receive his justice, there's nothing you can do but rub salt. It's all you have the power to do is rub salt. so sincere with you. You need to leave this man alone. You need to leave this man alone. Molly, I'm not going to negotiate with you. At all. I'm not going to negotiate with you. Blowhorn Betty. I'm not going to negotiate with you. I'm going to tell you how it's going to be. Yes, love wins. I wish you the best of luck. You know, it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. Man. I think you might have some court dates coming up too. Yours won't be hard to show up at either, will they? Listen here, get rid of that person. You said you sent $500 to me yesterday, man. You ain't sent nothing, man. Quit this. I'm not with this funny shit you got going on, man. I'm gonna tell you, Molly. Oh, man, if I gotta make another trip behind you, sweetie, we're gonna have to have dinner. Talk about this shit. Yeah, I have dinner with you and Ernie Shell while I'm there. I have dinner with Chrissy S. Yeah. Clip channels. If she goes, then I'm going. Okay, Chrissy. If you're going, then I'm going. And I'm gonna protest your very existence as soon as I get there. Yeah.
protest your very existence if you go back to Tennessee. I promise you. I will protest your very existence in Tennessee. I promise you. Just stay right there. Deal with Princess. Deal with your face. You stay the fuck from around there, you hear me? You stay the fuck from around them people, you done done enough. I don't want to have to come see you again, man. Anyways. Love you guys. I can't wait. If they're going, I'm going too. Yeah, them bikers ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna go in and make some plans. I love all of you individually. Molly. You need to stay your ass at home.